Good afternoon. My name is Barbara Fuller, and as Chair of the Board, I welcome you to this March 17th regular meeting of the Washtenaw County Board of Road Commissioners. Shelby Rockowick, our office coordinator, will describe how our meetings operate, how to access the agenda packet, and how people may participate remotely. Shelby?
There are multiple ways to make public comment during today's board meeting, whether you are joining us in person or virtually. If you are here in person and would like to make public comment, please fill out the sign-in sheet now. If you are joining us virtually, we will ask you to raise your hand at the appropriate time in the agenda. And now I'll turn it over to Chair Fuller.
I now call this March 17th St. Patrick's Day regular meeting to order and ask Shelby to call the roll.
Chair Barb Fuller.
Present.
Commissioner Joanne McCullum.
Present.
Commissioner Gloria Llamas.
Present.
Commissioner Jeff Smurs.
Present.
The following directors are in attendance: Managing Director Matt Washtenaw, Director of Operations Adam Lape, Director of Engineering and County Highway Engineer Brent Schlack, Director of Finance Dan Ackerman.
Please join us in reciting the Pledge of Allegiance to the flag. I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
May I have a motion to approve the agenda as presented?
So moved.
Support. Additions, deletions, or corrections? Seeing none, Shelby, if you would please call the roll.
Commissioner Joanne McCullum.
Yes.
Commissioner Gloria Llamas.
Yes.
Commissioner Jeff Smurs.
Yes.
Commissioner Barb Fuller.
Yes. The agenda is approved as presented. Next, we have only one set of minutes for consideration today. May I have a motion to accept the board meeting minutes of March 3rd, 2026, appearing on pages 3 through 12 of the packet?
So move.
Support. Additions, deletions, or corrections? Seeing none, Shelby, if you would, please.
Commissioner Joanne McCullum.
Yes.
Commissioner Gloria Llamas.
Yes.
Commissioner Jeff Smurs.
Yes.
Commissioner Barb Fuller.
Yes. The March 3rd minutes are accepted as presented. Next, we would hear from our County Commissioner Liaison, Commissioner Caroline Sanders of District 4. Good afternoon, Caroline.
Good afternoon. I don't really have anything for you. We've got a meeting tomorrow, our regularly scheduled board meeting. Working sessions 5:30, general sessions at 7, assuming that we're timely. And I don't see anything earth-shattering on our agendas. But as always, you are welcome to come out and join us in person, virtually, or by sending us communications by email. It's good to see everybody, and it's snowing, in case you didn't already know. Thank you.
Hang in there. In 30 seconds, it won't be, so you'll be fine. Anything for the commissioner? No. Thank you, Caroline.
Thank you.
Next, we have a special occasion today. One of our longtime employees is choosing to retire, and I would ask Commissioner McCullum to read the resolution.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I move that Aaron Clavier has served as a valuable full-time employee of the Washtenaw County Road Commission since March 1st, 1994, and has decided to retire on March 30th, 2026 to enjoy time in his family and friends. And whereas Aaron Clavier has contributed 32 years of knowledge and experience as a heavy truck driver and heavy equipment operator, which has greatly benefited Washtenaw County Road Commission, the residents of Washtenaw County, and the traveling public. And whereas having provided 32 years of faithful and valuable service to the Washtenaw County Road Commission, his presence will be greatly missed. Now therefore be resolved that the Washtenaw County Road Commission thank, acknowledge, and commend Aaron Clavier for his dedicated service and wish him continued good health, happiness, and success in all his future endeavors.
And if you, Aaron, and we'll do a couple of pictures. One, Aaron, if you would come to the front, we have a little something for your mantle. Commissioner. Yeah, it's faced the right way. We got it. I don't know if that thing sticks in. Does it wiggle? No problem. Commissioner. We all right?
You balance?
Come on, can we get a little bit, thank you. Balance. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Thank you. And so then we'll turn around. Yep. And we'll get everybody. So now you turn. Down. We'll do this with the crew, so we'll get everybody. And even non-gentlemen come from.
Congratulations.
Come on.
No.
Yeah. All right.
There you go.
Tiffany, talk to
Okay.
us.
So. Tony, come on up here. I see you, Tony. You know, I'm gonna catch your faces. I'm gonna catch your faces. Come on in. Dan, I can't see you, so I need you. It's the tall trees back there. Okay. All right. Shelby, you gonna get in the picture? Or you gonna get in? Okay, let's get in the picture. All right.
You got your wide angle lens going?
I do,
All
I
right.
do, I do. Okay, we're gonna take a couple. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Thank you.
All right.
Okay.
Congratulations. Enjoy yourself. Yeah.
Did practice it, you wrote it down.
2 years is a long time. I can't remember everything.
There's a certain person for me.
Next item on our agenda is public comment. This is the time set aside on the agenda to receive comments from the public. This is not intended to be a period for dialogue. Each person will be allotted 3 minutes to address the board, and Shelby will explain how people may be recognized to offer comments. I don't know that tune.
Somebody's calling in somewhere. Oh, it could be.
All right. so-
Any other tricks up your sleeve? No?
All right, so this is a hybrid meeting with both in-person and virtual attendees. We will take turns between those attending in person and virtually. For virtual attendees, we have provided some instructions on the screen on how to participate and make public comments. If you're attending this meeting virtually and would like to make public comment, please raise your hand now. If you dialed into the meeting from your phone, you can raise your hand by dialing *9. Our communications manager, Tiffany Oliphant, will unmute virtual participants with raised hands one at a time and will announce your username or last 4 digits of your phone number when it's your turn to speak. Please share your name and address before beginning your comments. For in-person attendees, we will start with those of you who have signed up on the sign-in sheet as you walked in. If you haven't signed in, you are still welcome to make comment. We will notify you when it's your turn.
Very good. Do we have anyone who has signed in wishing to speak? Tiffany?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I actually have Michelle. Can you come up to the front, please? Thank you.
Noon or good morning, wherever. It's morning somewhere. I just wanted to stop
Please
by.
identify yourself.
My name is Michelle Holowicki. I'm from the Edward C. Levy Company, and I just wanted to stop by and introduce myself. I'm an outside sales rep, and myself and my team, what we're doing is we're going out just to get a better understanding of road programs with our various commissions. So I just wanted to stop by, and I gave you my contact information earlier, so feel free to contact me for anything, anytime, anywhere, by carrier pigeon as well, either way. So thank you for taking the time to talk to me. I appreciate it.
I'm so sorry.
Thank you, Michelle. Sorry about that.
I am so sorry about that.
No, you are absolutely fine. Good.
1 second. I do have another person. 1 second. Vincent, if you can come to the front, please. Thank you.
Hello again, everybody. I'm Vincent Dettori, 5965 Cody Road down in Freedom Township. And saw you guys a couple weeks ago. Happy St. Patrick's Day. See the green out there. So I come sort of two things I want to mention. Time's short. I want to disperse this. This is from our neighbor who lives down the road, who's out of state currently, Mark Pearl. He made a letter to print off with concerns about the Esch Road connection in the excavation pit. So I don't know if I'll just pass these over here and you can grab them and go. I only made 5 copies, but feel free. But my biggest concern, in addition to what Mark was saying, and my other neighbor who's in the house, is actually specifically of Pleasant Lake and Esch in that intersection there. The volume, reviewing the road traffic study, is big safety concerns for us. So as an educator, as a cyclist, as a mentor and a husband who enjoys cycling and being out in the community out there, having that volume of Class B load trucks, looking at 800 trucks a day, is going to dramatically increase that, right? At the moment, the last planning commission, after we left the board meeting, we went to our township planning commission. There were some other updates happening, and it seems like it's going to happen. So we want to make sure if it does happen that we're safe as possible. So the traffic volume that's cutting through, in the traffic study, it reported a number of crashes between Cody and Esch Road and M52. It was very minimal, as you can imagine, because there's very minimal traffic on Cody and Esch Road. But putting 100 tractor trailers on there is going to dramatically increase that. Further down Pleasant Lake Road within our township is the other pit across the way. They have a turn lane, so I think that could be advantageous for us too for a safety measure that way. And also in either direction, you have a passing zone. So vehicles coming westbound on Pleasant Lake have availability to pass, and as they approach the hill. So vehicles are going to be passing tractor trailers at 60, 70 miles an hour, coming up to that intersection blindly for those drivers that are up there. So that's a big concern of ours. Next thing is just the amount of traffic. It's going to cause backups. Not necessarily backups are my concern of, oh my gosh, I'm going to be late, but backups for that safety reasoning. Because in the crash report, most accidents were rear end collisions coming from distracted driver or alcohol, right? So if there's going to be tractor trailers slowing up traffic, another distracted driver is going to hit one of those tractor trailers. It's inevitable. So that's something of concern that I want to put to the county because it's a big concern because one loss of life or an injury is too many. So I also have this. I didn't have time to print it. I passed my laptop, but it shows a tractor trailer turning into Esch Road, coming on the haul route westbound or coming eastbound and south. So having 2 trailers, and you can pass that around and see.
Does Shelby have a copy? No, I'll give it to Shelby.
It's going to conflict with the space for those 2 tractor trailers in the safe time. So thank you all.
Thanks.
You're
Good to
welcome.
see you again, Vincent.
Yeah. I'll take it back.
Did you want to leave this with us? You
So-
need it for class tonight, don't you? All right.
Okay, my next person is Jillian. Can you come to the front, please?
I'm Jillian Hayes, 6015 Esch Road, and I'm also here to talk about the proposed stone coal mine on Esch Road. I echo a lot of Vincent's concerns and also want to talk about the width of Esch Road. At the end of our driveway, the road is 17 feet wide. Semi-hauling gravel is typically 8 feet 6 inches wide. And there is no shoulder in that section of the road. And there's a steep drop on the other side. We want to make sure that the road is going to be wide enough and safe enough for 2 vehicles to pass, because as it stands, they would have to be passing with 0 inches between them to make it through that section. Are also concerned that any widening of the road would take into account the heritage trees that are within a few feet of the edge of Esch Road. As it stands right now, there are quite a few very old oak trees that line the road. And we would like to maintain the look and feel of the road if we can, with any widening efforts. I would also want to make sure that any maintenance agreement with Stone Co. is going to be sufficient to maintain the quality of road that we have come to expect. We use the road for sensitive old farm equipment, moving horses, and for our customers to come to our horse boarding facility. And we want to make sure that the road is going to be accessible for everyone with the 108 hauler trips a day going down the gravel road. Also want to echo Vincent's safety concerns about the intersection of Ash and Pleasant Lake, that it's a very narrow entrance as it is, and I believe it's a 135-degree turn that the trucks would have to make to get onto Ash. And that, you know, it seems like a pinch point for accidents, and that we want to maintain the level of safety and road quality and everything that we have come to expect. Thank you.
Thank you, Jillian.
That is all for public comment.
Is there anyone else here who would like to speak? You didn't need to sign in to speak, but you're welcome to speak if you come to the microphone and identify yourself. I see someone who's reluctant. Would you like to come speak? Oh, come on. Take a deep breath. You'll be fine.
I didn't sign in. I am.
Your name, please?
My name is Victoria Spain. I'm Vincent, so I live on Cody Road as well.
Okay,
And I'm also here to echo safety concerns about the gravel pit that will be moving in. From my perspective, as someone who commutes to the University of Michigan at least 3 days a week, there is like a very big blind spot coming off of Cody Road. So Esch is the next road to the right of us. And so you can't see Esch Road. Any cars that are coming around that turn or blind spot, I can't see until the last minute. A lot of the times I have to wait for a long time. So I am worried about big trucks coming around that curve in the mornings as I commute to work, and not being able to see them in time as I'm trying to turn, whether I'm going to the gym if I turn left. Or even turning right. So that's a big concern of mine, and this road condition. So I'll leave it there. There's other concerns, not road related, but definitely the blind spot is a big deal.
point of clarification, blind spots to the east or the west?
Blind spot to the east. Yes, to the east, yes.
Thank you.
Can you say your name, please?
Victoria Spain.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. Anybody else? All right. We will move on to written communications. Written communications appear on pages 13 through 15 of the packet. Commissioners, anything you wish to draw our attention to or comment about? Commissioner McCollum.
Madam Chair, I wanted to comment on
Page number?
Page number, it's one of the
15.
14.
Page 14.
It's under project announcement, informational release. And it's 3/4.
Okay.
Project update number 4 on Weckner Road project, Sylvain Township.
Okay.
I appreciate the information that was put on that particular update. It explains the process of what went through from the beginning of, the plans and how they're doing the road and taking care of the vegetation. And it also appreciates the input from the public. So I really like that update. I also, page 15, there is a communication from Victoria Sean, and she says, thank you. Special thanks to all the equipment operators.
Sorry.
So that is all I have. Thank you.
All right. Anyone else? Okay. We will move on to road commissioner comment and staff follow-up to public comment. Commissioners, anything you wish to respond to?
Yes,
Commissioner Yamas?
I want to thank everyone for coming and voicing your concerns and bringing your concerns to the board. Thank you for being involved citizens. And as always, we take all of your concerns very seriously. And I just want to thank them for coming and giving that information.
Okay. Anyone else?
Yes, Madam Chair, I want to thank all of the public comments. And also thankful for the information from giving us that message from, I need her name too, Mark and Cheryl. And I will read this and comment on the next meeting about what I read. Thank Michelle Holwicki. Thank you, for her interest in the community and what she's doing. And definitely the comments about the concern for their road for trucks and things like that coming down the road and the load and everything. I also appreciate public comments because you're our eyes and ears. So thank you.
No? Okay.
Madam Chair, can I ask,
Something else, Commissioner Yamas?
can I ask a question? Julianne, you brought 4 concerns and I was trying to write them all down. If the road's wide enough, the old oak trees, maintenance of the road, and there was one other one. I wanted to make sure I got down.
Safety
Ah.
at the intersection, Pleasant Lake and National.
Okay, thank you.
All right. We will move on to new business. May I have a motion to approve the consent agenda items 1 through 6 as presented? The motions are on pages 16 through 20 with the background on pages 21 through 24.
Support.
Anything you wish to ask questions about or draw our attention to, commissioners? Commissioner Yamas, Commissioner McCollum.
Madam Chair. Okay, on page 17, if someone could help me with that, it's about the 2029 local bridge program funding applications. It has in the chart, which is a nice chart, I understand everything except for one column, on-off system.
Well, we happen to have an expert here to tell us.
All right.
Yes, Brent, go right ahead. Sure. Brent Schlack, Director of Engineering. So these are the local bridge funding applications. So resolutions required part of that application process. So we have 3 bridges listed, and the on and off system means that it's on the federal aid system or off the federal aid system. So basically our primary local roads. Old Dixboro Road over the Huron River. This is just for the north. Actually, we have 2 bridges there on Old Dixboro. This is for just the northern bridge, and that's off system. That's a local road.
Okay.
So that's the reason for the off system.
Okay.
Rose Bowl over Paint Creek down in Augusta Township is another local road, and that's off system. And then the one on system primary road would be Ford Road over Fleming Creek in Superior Township.
And that's on the
That's
federal.
on system, which means it's federal aid eligible. It's a federal aid road, primary
Federal aid
road essentially. Right.
Yeah, and just for clarification, typically, when we're receiving federal funds for on-system roads, it's typically our primary road system. However, bridges are another pot of money, or you're eligible for federal funds for bridges. So even though it's off the federal aid system, the bridge itself can be eligible for funding through this program. And we don't know if the funds are federal or state. That determination is made by the Regional Bridge Council, essentially.
And that's part of the criteria whenever they're looking to evaluate and score all the applications is whether or not it's on or off system.
So just to clarify, so Ford Road over Fleming Creek, that's a federal aid road. Could that also be state?
As a primary.
It's a primary road. I'm confusing it by saying federal aid eligible, which is most of our primary roads or all of our primary roads. So yeah, that's an on-system primary road that we're applying for that could be either federal dollars
Okay,
or state dollars, depending on what that Bridge Council selects.
thank you.
Yeah, we've been very fortunate over the course of several years where we've been able to receive funding from this source. We've got a good streak going. I
Correct.
guess, to
Yeah,
say.
last
You've
year,
done it.
yeah, last year we applied for Dexter Ann Arbor. I'm trying to remember the Honey Creek, I believe.
Yes.
And that was selected for 2028 construction. So that's the other thing, the note within this application, these are for 2029 construction years.
Yeah, examples this year would include that we're constructing are the Main Street Bridge in Whitmore Lake and the Cherry Hill superstructure replacement in Superior Township. Were both funded by, it started with a resolution from the board supporting the application.
Yep.
That's really what we're doing here, only it's for 2029 fiscal year.
Yep.
And just to confuse it further, the
Oh,
fiscal year is the year it's funded. It's not necessarily the year it's constructed. You just have to go through the bidding process during the fiscal year. So,
And then the third bridge that actually was selected was Sharon Valley,
yes.
part of that program.
Yep. That one will be built
Yeah.
out this fall. Really, the physical construction of the new bridge will be next year.
Correct.
We good?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, I am.
We moved and seconded. Yes, Shelby?
Yes.
Okay. Anything further? Okay. Shelby, if you'd please call the roll on the consent agenda.
Commissioner Joanne McCollum,
Yes.
Commissioner Gloria Yamas,
Yes.
Commissioner Jeff Smurs.
Yes.
Commissioner Barb Fuller.
Yes, the consent agenda items 1 through 6 are approved as presented. I'm going to take just a moment. Anyone who has a lingering question after public comment, please stick around. We've got staff here that would be happy to talk with you further if you have specific questions that have occurred to you or you have something additional you want to share with staff. So you have another opportunity to talk with some folks here if that is helpful. Next, we have report of the commissioners, starting with Commissioner Yamas.
Okay. On 1/28, I attended the chat with the road commissioners for the public with one attendee from the Chelsea Council, from a Chelsea council person. On 2/3, I attended the Washtenaw County Road Commission Board by monthly meeting virtually. On 2/9, I viewed the Workner Road project virtually. It was a great presentation, provided an easily understandable language for a complex project presented by Aaron Burkholz. On 2/11, I attended the County Road Association webinar on the 2025 road funding. It was very informative and long. On 2018, I attended chat with the road commissioner for the public and no one was present. On 2/19, I attended the Washtenaw County Road Commission Board working session virtually. On 2/19, I attended the Washtenaw County Road Commission and Board closed session virtually. On 2019, I attended Washtenaw County Road Commission Board meeting virtually. On 2020, I viewed the Parker Road Project Update number 2 on YouTube. On 2024, I attended the Washtenaw County Road Commission Roads 201 information meeting virtually. On 2025, I attended the chat with the road commissioner and no one was present. On 3/3, I attended the Washtenaw County Road Commission bi-monthly board meeting virtually. And that is it. Thank you.
So this report covers
From
January
January to,
through today.
yes.
Commissioner McCollum.
Madam Chair, I watched the construction virtual public meeting, Scioto Church Road at Z Roundabout. It was very good and very good feedback from the public. On March 10th, I attended the Washtenaw County Parks and Rec meeting. There was a B2B contract amendment for the segment D AA6, which is the Barton Dam to Maple Road, that was approved. I also attended the commissioner meeting virtually on, I think it's March 4th. Was it March 4th that Managing Director Matt presented? Yes. And I enjoyed the presentation from the Managing Director about Workner Road. And that concludes my report.
Commissioner Smers?
On March 4th, I attended chat. We did not have any participants, and that concludes my report.
Okay. I will report that on March 5th, I attended the ZEB at Scioto Church Road Roundabout Virtual Information Session. On the 11th of March, I was the road commissioner on chat. We had a wonderful conversation with journalist Heather Finch of the Sun-Times News. And just recently, there was a follow-up article in that publication based on the conversation that she had primarily with the managing director. On March 11th, I attended the Southwest Washtenaw Council of Governments meeting and gave a brief update of this body. On the 13th, I attended the Ann Arbor Chamber lunch featuring Congresswoman Debbie Dingell. And just a reminder that coming up March 24th through 26th is the County Road Association's Highway Conference. And of special note, our own Commissioner Joanne McCollum will receive the CRA Merit Award for her work on this year's Commissioner Classroom. Congratulations, Joanne. Okay, and that concludes my report. We will move on to staff reports and updates appearing on pages 25 through 33. I will turn it over to Mr. McDonell, our Managing Director.
Thank you, Chair Fuller. Any questions on the reports contained in the board packet? We have the communications, operations, and CRC Fix It.
Commissioner McCollum.
It's sort of about the reports.
Okay.
It's actually about the Freedom Township, the road there that the Stoco mine is.
Is there a page in the?
Well, I'm looking at page 28, and on the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7th dot from the bottom. It says that Freedom Township delays gravel mine decision. Is that true?
I do not know. We have a permit application on file. Certainly the land use decision lies with Freedom Township. I do not know the status of that.
Oh, okay. Was there some reason this was put in here for us?
Yeah, typically our communication team does things of interest that have been publicized. I have not, to be honest with you, read that article.
Okay, all right.
Oh.
So.
I was going to tell you why. Usually it's a mention.
Okay.
If we're mentioned in an article, that is why you see that.
Oh, I see. Okay, all right. I just had a question about that though. If that does proceed on, would the road need to be widened or?
So
it
I
would
know
just?
our permit staff is reviewing what the requirements would be if the land use decision is made and the gravel pit is approved. There will be conditions on our permit, certainly, and we'll be looking at the existing road, the intersection, all the things that were mentioned. So I took copious notes. Certainly, we will be following up.
Okay, thank you. That's my only question.
Commissioner Yamas.
Madam Chair, on page 28, second bullet down, I listened to the crash-prone Ann Arbor roundabout getting safety overhaul, which was very good. I also listened to the one that was on NPR, and that's not listed here, about the that roundabout that is on State and Ellsworth and the improvements to come, which will be great, which I thought has helped that intersection immensely. But it was eye-opening to find out that it was one of the highest in the state for crashes.
Yeah, so State and Ellsworth has a very high volume, and the crashes are predominantly fender benders, property damage. So that's Not so good news is it's high volume, but the good news is there are very few injury or worse. So one of the things that we were able to do is apply for some safety funds to enhance some of the, not significantly, but slight changes to some of the configuration, the signing, and also looking at adding speed humps to slow, speed tables, I'm sorry. Brent's probably thinking to himself, not humps, tables. And Brent, if you want to come up, you can describe it better than I. Because we did get a surprising amount of coverage on the safety grant, which is not that much money, honestly.
Yep. Brent Schlack, Director of Engineering, and not to correct you, it was actually TAP funds
Oh, there you
that
go.
we received through SEMCOG. That's Transportation Alternative Program. And they were looking at basically shovel-ready type projects. And so since this one's within the current footprint of the intersection, we felt it was a good candidate. So we actually are working with the city of Ann Arbor, because it's a border road, and the city of Ann Arbor has 50% stake in this intersection. And so they were agreeable for us to apply for the grant and to move forward. So like Matt said, yeah, we'll have signing upgrades, actually overhead signing as you approach the roundabout. We are looking at some operational changes within the roundabout. Mainly that'll be through some curbing, but it'll be through paint. And so we'll kind of help those navigate the roundabout a little bit better. And then there'll be speed tables as you approach the roundabout at the crosswalks. And that's both for the safety of the pedestrians and to improve the operation of the roundabout. And it's a new feature that's required actually for multi-lane roundabouts. It's ADA requirements for multi-lane roundabouts. So that's one solution that you can utilize for a multi-lane roundabout.
Yeah, one of the challenges with a multi-lane is first and foremost, yielding to both circulating lanes, and then also getting cars to stay in the lane that they're in, right? Not weaving when in the roundabout. So those are the targeted, I think, things that we're trying to address.
Yes.
The overhead signing really helps people understand in advance of the intersection what lane you're supposed to be in for the desired direction of travel. Whether you're a lot of turning movements at that intersection. So trying to simplify a complicated roundabout.
Yeah. And actually, as we looked at this project, actually the project costs are pretty low for a project like this, but looking at our community engagement policy, we will be closing the roundabout. So there's a large impact for people. And so we felt, no, this is something that needed a project announcement, and it got a lot of traction. For a roundabout, it does have some crash, property damage only crashes, quite a few of those. They have gone down. We feel that learning curve has lessened through that intersection, but we still have crashes that we'd like to solve. Fortunately, we don't have any, if there are any very minor injury crashes at the intersection.
Commissioner Yamas, did you have a question?
I did have a question. I know that a lot of the roundabout incidents is about education. So the signage will hopefully be about education by where people aren't even aware that they're supposed to use their blinker, right? And I guess there's some debate on whether you do or you don't once you're in the circle, and only when you're going to exit. Is that correct, that you use your?
Yeah, there's a big debate as far as driver education on when and if, or there's no law requiring the use of your signal indication, your turn indication. So and people, it's hard to educate people on whether you use it as you approach or within the roundabout. So the pavement marking that we'll be putting down will help direct those people, that will supplement the signs that we'll install as you approach. And yes, that'll help people navigate and know what lane to be in as they go through the roundabout.
Biggest thing is don't change lanes when you're in the roundabout.
Correct.
Get in the appropriate lane well in advance and then adhere to that. And that's been, I think, one of the bigger problems.
Yes.
Thank you.
Mhm.
That's why we try now to simplify our roundabout design. This one was based on the volume, you couldn't get away with just one single lane. The congestion would have backed up tremendously.
Right.
So it had to be a 2-lane roundabout, but when you are building multi-lanes, you have to be very thoughtful in those decision makings because of those issues that we see, not just as a county, but overall in the state of Michigan. I think multi-lane roundabouts typically will have a higher crashes, but the crashes are much less severe.
Correct.
I definitely remember that intersection prior to the roundabout, and traffic would be backed up all the way onto the overpass of 94, all the way down Varsity, all the way down Ellsworth to Varsity.
Yeah, I appreciate you bringing that up because that's some of the success that gets overlooked.
Right.
Right? That the roundabout is pushing a lot of volume of traffic. And I remember that as well. There were times that traffic would back up all the way down south to Textile almost,
Right.
just because of that intersection.
Yeah.
So yes, there are some good parts of this intersection.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're always trying to balance that, solving congestion, but adhering to safety.
Yeah.
Well,
Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Thanks, Brent.
that's all I had as far as any other questions on reports.
I don't see any others.
Okay, we'll bring up Dan Ackerman for our finance report.
Afternoon, Board. Dan Ackerman, Director of Finance. Short and sweet today. Unless you guys want to make it longer, that's fine too. Either way is fine. We received our financial reports from the auditors, which is awesome, and we'll be distributing that to you folks in the coming weeks, definitely way before our working session, as well as the PowerPoint. Barb, don't worry, we will make sure we get that to you in plenty of time as well.
Thank you.
The auditors have been trained on that, so, but we are at a point now where we can roll the system over into 2026. And so we've been really heavily involved with the budget for the first quarter. As we shared, January was a bit of a surprise with our Michigan transportation funds. We're reacting to that. We're trying not to overreact. Connie and I are looking for the February Michigan Transportation Fund amount, which I fully expect to be where we were anticipating with the new funding. But we've had several meetings as a leadership team, have had some very thoughtful discussions as far as what projects, if there's some projects we knew that were going to be delayed or some changes that had to be made, some really good discussion and dialogue. And we will continue that in preparation for the working session in April. So again, hopefully we'll have good news for you in a couple of weeks as far as the February Michigan transportation funds. But as of now, we're kind of budgeting and working on the numbers with what we have, what the knowns are right now. So.
Yeah, we'll go ahead and distribute the audit materials because it is a thick report that it's a very important one.
Yes.
So we'll get that to you shortly after this meeting, and then before our working session in April, you'll get the PowerPoint for our auditors.
Mhm.
So,
So you'll let us know when hard copies are in our mailboxes,
Yes,
so we can swing by and get them. Okay.
Well, for sure. Yep. And that's my report.
Any questions for Mr. Ackerman? Commissioner Yamas? No? Oh, you look like you're doing an Adam Leap. You look like you're ready to jump. Yeah, you. Nothing? Okay, thanks, Dan.
Yep, thank you.
Brent. Popular guy today.
Thank you, Brent Schlack, Director of Engineering. So I just have a few updates. Seasonal weight restrictions, they are still in effect. We will be evaluating potential suspension here in the coming days. A frost does appear to be thawed from under the road, but the roads remain oversaturated, and especially from the recent rains. So we continue to monitor that. And Tiffany brought up this is the map on CRA's website, the County Road Association. You can see there's a few counties that have lifted their seasonal weight restrictions. We are in contact with our adjacent counties. Tiffany, if you can highlight where Washtenaw County is at. Yeah, so you can see some of our neighbors have lifted theirs. But we've been in contact with some of the other ones adjacent to us that are kind of holding tight right now to continue to evaluate.
And that's usually the historic pattern is the southern counties
Mhm.
are the first to go on and the first to kind of come off. And they kind of work their way from west to east.
Yep.
Is generally how over the years we've seen that.
Yeah.
work. But ultimately, each county has that decision-making authority. Really, we want to make sure we're dried out enough that we can just release those restrictions. And ultimately, that's we have a resolution from the board that gives that authority to Brent, and he works with Adam and our operations staff to essentially make that call. And then we broadcast that out through our communication team.
Yep.
So Brent, remind us how truck drivers know when the weight restrictions are off.
So we will work with Tiffany and her team, our communication team, to basically announce that they've been suspended. And
Go to our website.
Yeah, and they go to our website. Yeah, we don't do any like we're upfront. We're gonna lift them at a certain date. We when we feel comfortable, again in the coming days here, then we'll work with Tiffany. She'll put something out, and it'll go on our website, our social media, and that's how they'll find out.
We usually give a couple days notice.
Yeah.
Whether they're coming on or off. We usually allow for that notification to go out. Obviously, it's on the banner of our website. They can also subscribe. This is one of those subscription-based emails. And as soon as that notification goes out, it goes out to that subscription list as well. We manage our email through MailChimp, so that's what we have done historically. So those that are interested are signed up, and they'll get that notification a couple days in advance of either them going on or off.
So if they click on that blue link,
Yep, click
they can subscribe.
Yep, well, they can learn more, and then, yep, you can scroll down, I believe.
Click here to visit.
Yep. It's under sign up for updates. And also we have a link to the County Road Association, because that's a lot of what people are looking at. Because if you think about logistics in trucking, you're going from county to county to
Right,
county.
right.
So that's really a lot of where people are going, is that road association. And of course, everything's got an app. So there's an app for that as well. So,
Okay.
but we do have the subscription list as well. So you can subscribe to
Generation.
project updates, and then if you keep scrolling, there's other things like restrictions, weight
Yep.
restrictions.
Commissioner McCollum.
Yes, so I noticed it was all red or either green. So aren't there roads that are okay and roads that are not? Or is this none of the roads you can?
Yes, so during seasonal weight restrictions, we actually reduce the amount of weight that a truck can carry on our roads and the length of the truck. And so we do have within our county all season routes, restricted routes as far as through trucks, and haul routes. And so through those seasonal weight restrictions, and then we have normal routes. And so through that, they have to reduce their weight during that time period.
Yeah, and Tiffany brought up, so this is our truck operators map, and this is a rabbit hole trucking in itself.
Yeah.
So you can go down as far as you'd like, but ultimately we have the truck operators map. Most of our roads in the county are classified as normal routes. Normal routes are subject to seasonal weight restrictions. The blue roads highlighted in blue, those are designated routes. They are not subject to seasonal weight restriction. However, if you want to do a oversize over length permit, We do not issue those during seasonal
Seasonal
wage
wage,
restrictions. So there's a lot of and ifs statements when you talk about trucking. And there's a lot of rules and exemptions.
Yes.
So, it has taken my entire career at the road commission just to scratch the surface.
Yeah.
If you want to know more in depth, I'm going to get a weighmaster. And I can explain the rest.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Roadway, project bids. So we did have a bid, letting opening on March 6th. There's an MDOT bid letting. That was for the Island Lake Road Dexter Main Street Corridor Improvement Project. Fonson Company was, named, or was the low bidder for, this project, and it came in for almost 5%, 4.85% under the engineer's estimate. So we have a public information meeting coming up on this project, construction public information virtual meeting, April 23rd at 11 a.m. We will be working with the contractor to understand schedule, to then inform the public on what the closure of this roadway will be. We did dictate that within our plan set that it would have to be May through, I don't quote me on the end, I can't remember the end, but May would be the earliest that they could close it, but we'll have to wait for the contractor to provide their schedule. And we'll be providing that at the public meeting.
Commissioner McCollum.
Yeah, Madam Chair. Brett, could you remind me again of where contractors can see the bids?
Yeah, so so this is an MDOT project using federal aid. So they would have to go to the MDOT website under their bid letting, to see any available, bids, available through there, because the contract is actually through MDOT.
Okay.
And then we administer that contract. And actually on today's agenda, we had the agreement, with MDOT that kind of, understands the financials between us, and that, we'll be the responsible party to administer the project, but the contract is through MDOT.
Thank you.
Madam Chair.
Commissioner Yamas.
So can contractors sign up for emails for when bids are available? When they come to the webpage?
I'm sure they are. I'm not familiar with that side of things through MDOT, but I'm sure that they have that ability to get notified when bids, are available. We certainly, reach out to the ones that we're, familiar with, that we've worked with in the past. We reach out to some of them that, hey, this is now being advertised.
So what about the bids that are for WCRC?
So WCRC, they would be on our website under our procurement tab. I don't know if Tiffany, if you can go there. So doing business, procurement, and then you can see.
You can access the, actually, could you scroll up, Tiffany? We have a link to the MDOT website as well. And then we have our own postings.
Yep.
For projects that we're bidding out, but you can get a link to the MDOT site if you're interested. So we've got quite a few things out there. And we do not just bidding for projects, but we do material bids and whatnot. So request for proposals, all that happens on our website. You can subscribe, much like anything else on our website.
Thank you.
Commissioner McCollum.
Yeah, is that the only place a construction company could know is they have to look up on the WCRC?
So we inform, again, some of the ones that we're familiar with. We also use a program, I'm blanking on the name of it. Bid Express, thank you, Matt.
Okay.
That they can sign up for. And so whenever we post a bid on Bid Express, they will get a notification.
It's like an electronic plan room.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. So we do have some upcoming bids, and the April 3rd MDOT bid letting. The first one is for Sharon Valley Bridge over the Raisin River in Sharon Township. That'll be bid out April 3rd through the MDOT, bid letting. And then the Scioto Church at Zeeb Road Roundabout in Scioto Township, that will be bid out April 3rd as well. So we're hoping for, good results like we've seen the last few. So hopefully we see those for those two projects. And then we have several others that are in upcoming MDOT bid lettings as well. Public information meetings, Cherry Hill Road Bridge. We have a construction information virtual public meeting scheduled for April 9th at 11 a.m. The Main Street in Whitmore Lake Bridge construction information virtual public meeting is May 13th at 11 a.m. And both those projects, those were bid actually together. CA Hull was is the contractor. Due to the restrictions of our Eagle restrictions as far as getting in the water, they can't do any work before July 1st. So we're on schedule with both of those projects. I believe on the website we do have the detours posted for both of those. Not for the Main Street. We will get that up on there.
It'll be part of the.
It will be part of the
meeting.
virtual meeting, but
Yep, there'll be a slide on it.
yes, yeah. But I will make sure that we get that up there prior to, so people that can go to the website and see. Dixboro at Pontiac Trail, roundabout construction information, virtual public meeting is May 14th at 11 a.m. Then we do have one active project, that's at the Parker and Shield. It's a signal installation. That project's ongoing. The contractor did install the traffic signals for the intersection, and it has been placed in all-way red flash. We typically leave it in place for a week or so for people to get used to seeing the signal, looking up at it, and then the contractor will turn it on, and I'll be happy to report that it was turned on today. So they did install the vehicle detection. So we have vehicle detection at the intersection that will sense the vehicle as they approach. And so we wanted to have that in place prior to making the signal fully activated.
I'm sure there'll be a project update.
And there will be a project update. Yep. I got information as I was sitting here, so I thought I would report. So aside from that, I'd encourage those to visit our website. If you go to roadwork and construction and current projects, you can see all the projects that we have planned for 2026 and even into 27 and 28. So that concludes my report, unless there's any questions.
Questions for Brent?
Okay, thank you.
Mr. Lape and the operations report.
Good afternoon, Adam Lape, Director of Operations. Roads, as Brent noted, still continue to stabilize during the spring thaw, even though as recent as this afternoon when I was getting my lunch, we're sending salt trucks out in the northern part of the county. So yeah, which I'm sure the sun's probably back out by now and it's switched back, but it's been a bit of a challenging couple days. So slowing us down a little bit on the seasonal prep work that we've been doing. When the weather's less than favorable like this, it slows down our progress a little bit. We like to be able to get out and kind of keep consistent with that. So be patient. We'll get there here in the next few weeks when things moderate a little bit with all the temperature fluctuations. What we can do while weather isn't ideal is plan and coordinate for the 2026 local road program. So we've kind of jumped completely into that, trying to finalize some of the last 6 or 8 townships. We'll be able to, by the end of this week, we'll probably have 5 or 6 other township proposals out. Gives them time to kind of look over the information, make adjustments if we need to fit inside their funding levels, and then inevitably work to getting agreements in front of you guys for signature and approval.
What's the deadline for those?
May 1st
May
is
1st.
2026. Yep. We've asked some of the townships that we routinely do paving work with to be a little bit ahead of that so Brent's team can plan. But for the most part, we're requesting everybody to at least designate the funds from our local road match program by May 1st. And then over the next few weeks, we'll probably, as of right now on my schedule, I have at least 4 townships that we'll get to talk with, whether it be meeting virtually, phone conversations, to really start moving them a little bit further or drafting edits into their original agreements that we drafted here about a month or so ago. So we continue with that. That is kind of the operations update right now. Keeping equipment and buildings up to standard right now, just recovering from some of the winter, whether it be weather damage, some wind damage, things like that. And then just the equipment's just with the use that we had this winter, we went through a lot of equipment pieces and parts.
Adam, can you speak to, I know the crews are working very hard regarding surface defects, to the effort that's, being
Yeah, I actually just,
put forth to that, when we aren't doing winter maintenance.
yeah, we're trying to piece things together. I actually just sent an update off to kind of our Southeast region group of superintendents, managing directors, director of operations, staff like that. That, you know, Brent and the team, we're still kind of looking at roads and letting them heal up a little bit, like I always refer to. So when we do get an opportunity to get out and do some maintenance, it's spot maintenance is what we refer to it as. So sometimes a road will have enough either good material or dry enough that we can try to scrape in that area or grade in that area. You're usually talking, you know, 60 to 100 feet. And then spot limestone in or spot gravel in. So what I mean by spot is spot application. So we usually spread it with our dump trucks, you know, anywhere between 10 and 12 tons of material. Spread in that area either with a truck or a grader will help spread it between. That's really kind of how we've described things before in some of our working sessions. That's essentially pothole patching on an unpaved road. So we're trying to blend the stone in a little bit, but knowing that we don't really want to disturb the ground too much, we usually just spread that stone in for this time of year to try to either take the wetness out, give us something to bridge that wet area to stabilize it and move on. And then we can blend it in later when we can grade the roads properly. And then for the hard surface, so
Often referred to as stone patching.
yeah, it's actually in our books as stone patching. So we have pothole patching and stone patching. Pothole patching specific, so on the hard surface roads, that's concrete surfaces and obviously our asphalt surfaces. Pothole patching, we're going through quite a bit of material. We made some more pothole patch last week. I believe now I think we have 3 patching units rented, excuse me, and then patching out the back of some of our trucks. There you go. Thank you, Tiffany. So that's part of the process. That's called a pug mill. So what that machine is done, it's mixing basically virgin stone, so dry stone with.
Very loud process.
Yeah, it is loud fire there.
You heavy equipment, boy, yeah.
Loud and it smells funny. But yeah, so that's mixing the binder material, the asphaltic material to it. And then obviously it comes out the back, and then that's one of our loaders. We usually have 2 loaders there, and they're cycling material around because you essentially stir it in, almost like you're making like a cake mix. So behind the steam there, there's a pile and another loader stacking that 400 to 500 tons of material that we make each run to kind of keep us ready and prepared so we can go out on the roads with it. Goes pretty fast out of the building this time of year, but pretty good material. We're satisfied with our mixture. Stays put for the most part in the holes as best as we can, but rain inevitably tries that hydropower will push that patch back up out of the road when you have a lot of rain in there. So
but a bit disheartening because they'll
Yeah.
go out and do stone patch or pothole patch, and then you get these freeze thaw cycles and it pushes out that material.
Yeah,
It's a temporary fix. We recognize that.
we have to plow it.
It's that time of year where we're continuing to battle these surface defects with pothole patching or stone patching until things dry out.
Yep. Yeah. So thank you, Matt, for bringing that up. So that's kind of what we can do when the weather is not ideal. But inevitably we still need decent visibility because we need to be seen while they're out there doing it as well. So we monitor kind of safety with that.
Commissioner McCollum.
Yes, thank you. Adam, so I just get concerned when I see the patching that they do where they have the shovel and they throw it out and the cars drive over it.
Yeah, that's patching like that is hard. It's challenging. So what they try to do is, get it into the hole obviously before the vehicles come, and vehicles inevitably roll that in for us. When we do large patches, we use our equipment to roll it in, but just with the sheer volume of traffic, we place it in the hole and then we step out and traffic actually helps us. It's not the prettiest way of doing maintenance, but it's certainly the most functional and keeps us the most safe. Because we're able to just patch it and get out of the lane.
Okay.
So that's really how that's developed.
Depending on the volume, the road and the multi-lanes, single lane, will dictate what types of,
Devices.
and
Yeah.
safety features on the state trunk line. You'll oftentimes see an attenuator truck.
Yeah.
Oftentimes we're pulling aero boards, we're utilizing, it's basically a mobile work zone. So we've got all of our lights on our trucks,
Mhm.
but it definitely head on a swivel in those activities.
Yeah, it's a busy activity, so.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Well,
Thank
thank
you.
you, Adam.
Adam.
Thanks.
Adam.
That's all we had.
All right. Reminders. April 7th is our next board meeting. Starts at 1 o'clock. There's no working session on that meeting. And again, the County Road Association's Highway Conference in Lansing is March 24, 25, and 26. Please visit wcroads.org for project details, informational notices, and to subscribe for project updates. If you're not finding what you're looking for, please get a hold of us and we'll help you navigate. Let's see, looking ahead, Commissioner Rod Green, March 18th. March 25th, chat has been canceled due to the conference in Lansing. Commissioner McCullum on April 1st, Commissioner Smers on April 8th, and I'll be staffing chat on April 15th, tax day. If there's no further business to come before the board, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Support.
Shelby, if you would, please.
Commissioner Joanne McCullum,
Yes.
Commissioner Gloria Yamas.
Yes.
Commissioner Jeff Smers,
Yes.
Commissioner Barb Fuller.
Yes, we are adjourned. Thank you, everybody, and happy St. Patrick's Day.